What's going on, everyone? And WatchOS 6.1.1 has been released for all of the compatible Apple Watches, which is the most of them actually since the Series 1 all the way to the Series 5, which is the one in front of me. So no matter which device you have, unless you have the completely first original model, you're gonna get this software update. So what it is about? Well, there are some things to know about this update. Let's take a look at the software description from the settings or from the watch page or from the software update page on the Apple Watch app on the iPhone. So this is what it looks like. Now, the software update and the size of this one was 181 megabytes on this one. And the basic description actually says that it only contains some security improvements and that it is recommended for all users to get it. But what is actually the reason for it, for this update? First of all, just like all the time, you have to pay attention to the fact that this is point-to-point update. And that means that this isn't anything that's gonna make your device faster or bring any new features to it. It's just something that is supposed to fix some background things or some background tiny little bugs or some little patches are part of this update, but for its size, 180 megabytes, you would expect something more than that, but it apparently does not happen. It is always interesting to see and take a look at the storage before and after the update. Like I say all the time, it's not really that measurable on the Apple Watch. You don't really download some real files to the watch, only apps, and I would say music as well. So it's not like you're gonna go ahead and feel the difference or something, but it is definitely a great part of the update when we get some storage back. So right now, if you take a look at the capacity, it's 25.4 gigs with the available of 22.5 running WatchOS 6.1 on the Series 5 of the Apple Watch. Now swiping right, you can see that we have 26.9 gigs available with 26.9 is the capacity and the available storage is 24.2 for the 6.1.1, which, as you can see, it's about 2 gigabytes that we got for the available storage and about 1.5 gig in the entire capacity, which is actually great. Just, you know, for like one software update that you download, it is going to grant you and give you 1,500 megabytes of storage that you can use that you couldn't before. I mean, how great is that? So if nothing else, then this could potentially be the only reason why to go for the 6.1.1. Besides that, like I say, it's not about software improvements for the features or for the speed. Everything runs the way it was before. I mean, there isn't really any obvious change in the performance or anything, but as I'm talking about the storage and showing you this, these are some great numbers, so definitely keep that in mind. And as you probably know, Apple constantly releases some additional information for certain software releases on their website and on their security Apple updates page. So you can see WatchOS 6.1 has a lot of entries actually. So it's not like with the 12.4.4 with the iOS. If you missed that video, you can go ahead and take a look at it. I just published it on my channel where I talk about the iOS 12.4.4, and there it is also a security update, but there we only have one entry or one thing that is fixed with this update. And here on the WatchOS 6.1.1, there are plenty of things. There are plenty of software security patches that are part of it. So I find it to be really great and really good update. And you can see all of that are available for Series 1 and later, which means that it's technically for all of the Apple Watches, except for the completely first Series 0, which nobody uses anyway. So you should go ahead and find this update on your iPhone Watch app. So, I mean, there's no excuse not to get this. WatchOS 6 in general is a great update, and 6.1 got some improvements in the speed for me, and 6.1.1 gives you some security patches. So I kind of think that this is an update that you should go ahead and install on your watch. But if you can go ahead and go through the things if you want. But for example, this processing a malicious video through FaceTime may lead to arbitrary code execution. The same thing was also part of the 12.4.4 of the iOS version, but like I said, there are a couple of other things. I mean, for regular people or people that don't care about it, it's not going to give them a lot of knowledge or tell them exactly what's going on so they could understand. But it's great to know that there are plenty of things that got fixed, plenty of problems that are now not part of the 6.1.1 of the latest software. So you know that your device is actually a little bit more secure. The 6.1.1 wasn't really expected to give you any new features or anything like that. So I'm not gonna go and make the video any longer for no reason. So I want to say thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you know which button is the one I want you to click on. And if you don't want to miss future videos and stay updated with the next software releases, then there is another button under the video in red that you should click. And if you do that, we're gonna see each other in the next video. Peace out, guys.